What would you tell to people to keep in mind when it comes to starting on LinkedIn so they can also get that first 10, 20K followers in the next 6 months or so?
I was a big fan of Mr. Beast, and he would share quality. He would say, do one video a week, but pour your heart into it, optimize the thumbnail, the hook, try to keep people engaged. And I took that approach, which was extremely high quality, applied it to LinkedIn, where every line would be a hook. I'd optimize every line. I'd spend hours on every line in my post. If you make really high quality posts, you don't need to post every day. Should you, as a beginner, copy others? The answer is hell yes.
What would be the biggest mistake you see that people make on LinkedIn that stops them from growing?
So I did a LinkedIn masterclass, and people there, they said, hey, Farhoon, can you roast my profile? Can you look at my posts? The majority of them.
So I know that you have been able to successfully not only grow on LinkedIn, but to monetize it. What's the best, most efficient, most effective way to, once you start growing your audience, to start making money? Hi, Farhoon. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Thanks for having me, Harut. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, my pleasure. So you got over 50,000 LinkedIn followers, and in the month of May, you actually scaled your business through LinkedIn to $64,000 of monthly revenue. Can you share your LinkedIn strategy? How did you do it? How can someone grow on LinkedIn from zero and your best practices?
For sure. So how can someone start from zero, right? First of all, I started from zero. So if I can do it, so can you. Everyone starts from zero. What I actually did was, so for context, I run a business now called International Hustlers, where I help international students get their first job in the UK. So students that graduate with a UK degree, they need their first job, I help them get that. And these are mainly international students, immigrants. This is my business right now, International Hustlers. In 2023, I had another business called International Heroes with a business partner. And over there, what I did was, the way I kind of blew up was I had a no-brainer offer. Basically, I had similar to Ramozi's offer, which was, I will help you get a job for free. And you don't pay me anything. You only pay me if and after you land a UK job. No-brainer offer. So no risk to you. If you don't get a job, you don't pay me. Simple. And I ran cohorts, so batches of 8 to 10 people. In a year, I did 3 batches and 95% placement rate in each batch. And the way I did that was, I got first cohort, I got 350 people to apply. I made 10 offers. Second cohort, 700, I think 10 offers. Third cohort, 12 offers, and 1,400 people applied. And I got all of these people jobs. And the stat was that my cohort success rate was basically 1 person out of 8 people, or 1 person out of 9 people, or 1 person out of 10 people weren't getting jobs. 90% plus people were getting jobs. Versus the general stat of the UK was 93% of international students were not getting jobs. So I was helping 90% plus people get jobs in my cohorts versus 90% of people outside my cohorts weren't getting jobs. So my success rate was really high. And the strategies I was using to get my students get jobs for free, they'd only pay me after they got a job from their salaries and installments. I would document those strategies and post that on LinkedIn for free. This is the exact strategy Aisha had. This is the exact email she sent. This is the exact way she prepared for her interview. Here's our interview prop document. Here, have it for free. And I did that multiple times, 2 to 3 times a week, not every day, 2 to 3 times a week of documenting my students' stories. And I posted that on LinkedIn for the world to consume. And that's how I started blowing up on LinkedIn. I went from 1K to 10K in 3 months, 10K to 20K in another 3 months. 25K, I took 6 months or 4 or 5 months because I slowed down a bit. I wasn't that consistent. Still doing 1 or 2 times a week. So it took me a year to go from 1K to 25K, January to December. And then it took me 6 months to go from 25K to 50K. So I hit 50K in July. So roughly on 67 months. And that just shows it's exponential, right? And now it'll probably take another only 6 months to get to 100K. And then probably 100 to 200K will be another 6 months. 200 to 400K another 6 months. So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I gave a lot of value and I gave it for free. And I got a lot of attention and I grew my followers. Hope that answers the question.
Yes, it did. So basically what you're saying is you solved someone else's problems, right? You're some clients for free, and then you share the solutions with other people for free on LinkedIn that had a similar problem. And that's why people started liking your content, sharing it, and etc., right?
You nailed it, man. Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. So what would you say to someone, let's say they are in the make money online niche, or they are in a copywriting niche, or they are in the sales niche, or whatever it is, they are in different niches. Do you think what do you think would be their strategy? Like how many times should they post if they're complete beginners? Should they just look at other profiles, see what they are doing and copy it? Should they try to just share actionable, practical posts like every day? What would you tell to people like to keep in mind when it comes to starting on LinkedIn so they can also get that first 10, 20K followers in the next 6 months or so, or even less?
How many times should they post? I'll share what worked for me. I was, first of all, Harut, big respect to you. I know you scaled a few YouTube channels to,
Yeah.
a million in subscribers. I tried YouTube and I failed miserably. Whilst I was trying to grow my YouTube channel, I only got 80 subscribers. I was a big fan of Mr. Beast. I watched a lot of his podcasts, his interviews, and he would share quality. He would say, do one video a week, but pour your heart into it. Optimize the thumbnail, the hook, try to keep people engaged, deliver on your promise in the headline. And I took that approach, which was extremely high quality, applied it to LinkedIn. The traditional wisdom I was getting was post once a day, multiple times, like most people are saying once a day or 2 or 3 times a day. And I was like, nah, I want to do like extremely high quality posts where every line would be a hook. I'd optimize every line. I'd spend hours on every line in my post. Just copy, right? And that was my strategy. So I did for a year to get to 25K 2 to 3 times a week because I was running a very stressful business. Remember, marketing was a side thing for me on my LinkedIn. That I was just documenting what I was doing. Everything that happens throughout the week, I document that post on LinkedIn. Now I'm doing 1 day a week, once a day, which I'm growing really fast. But to get to 25K, I did 2 to 3 times a week. So to answer your question, how many times should you post? If you make really high quality posts, you don't need to post every day. Twice is enough. Once on Tuesday, once on Thursday. I've seen my best posts always took off on a Thursday, always. Friday isn't that good, and Wednesday is kind of average. But Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Start of the week, Monday, Tuesday, and then just before the weekend about state. It's Friday, people don't want to check LinkedIn much because it reminds them of work. Thursday is when they're kind of like checking LinkedIn, is when I've got the most views. So yeah, I did 2 to 3 times a week. First question. Second question is, should you, as a beginner, copy others? The answer is hell yes. So at the start, I did create my own style, but a few months in, I realized that whenever my post didn't do well, it was because I tried to come up with hook. I was trying to be innovative. I was trying to be creative. Don't try and innovate. Don't try and be a genius. Look at other posts that have gone well. Copy them word for word on a Google Doc. Keep the hook as similar as you can to a viral hook, to the viral hook that you copy from, and change the body. And post that. Keep it as similar to the viral post that you saw, and I guarantee you'll get more views than when you're trying to be a genius and innovate. That's it. It's all about copying what works. And now I don't even trust myself. I copy my own old viral posts. So I look at my viral hooks that did well. I use them again, change the body, keep the picture the same, or change the picture a bit, and it goes viral again. And I can show you examples now if you want as well.
Yeah, I've seen it. It definitely works, man. And the principle is same pretty much for all social media platforms. When you see something is working, just take inspiration, like just model it, and then see what worked for you and do more of that, right? That's a strategy that always works. So my question is, not only you have grown on LinkedIn, because there are a lot of people that grow, like they have 10, 20, 50, 100,000 followers, but they don't make money. But there will be a lot of entrepreneurs, creators, people business owners that are watching this that want to grow on LinkedIn, just not for the vanity metrics, but to grow their business. So I know that you have been able to successfully not only grow on LinkedIn, but to monetize it. For example, as I've said, you won the school games. I have the head here for people that know what it is, which is a competition from Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens, which is like 17,000 people, I think, right now are there in the community, and just 10 people win every month. So it's very hard to do. And you were able to win it, I think, in the top 3 place at $64,000 in a single month. So, like, what strategies did you use for LinkedIn? Is it about the offer? Is it about messaging all of your followers on LinkedIn and trying to set a call from there? What did you do for people that have no clue? What's the best, most efficient, most effective way to, once you start growing your audience, to start making money? Let's say you have a coaching offer, you have a school community, you are selling it done for you. How can you turn your LinkedIn followers into money?
So Your question is, what strategies did I employ to hit 64
Yes,
revenue,
exactly.
cash hit my bank in a month?
Yes. Yep.
That's that. So let's assume you're watching this and you followed the advice. You followed what's worked for me and are growing. You've gone from 5K to you're going from 1K, 6, 7K. You're getting like 50 to 100K views every week, which is enough
Yeah.
to have a 10K per month business. Trust me. I only had 25K followers and I was making 18K USD.
Hmm.
Second month with 27K, 28K followers of monetizing on school, I was making 15K again. Third month, I was making 38K. So with under 30K followers, I was making 38K. And they say
Hmm.
usually you should make $1 per month per follower you have. Usually that's the
Hmm.
benchmark, right? If you're good or decent entrepreneur. So what strategies did I employ? Let's say you have a following of 5, 6, 7K. So you have following. Your marketing is working. Your posts are working. People are engaging, commenting. You're giving out freebies. Now, step one is obviously content, which is getting attention, eyeballs. Once you have the eyeballs, you need to convert the eyeballs and you need an offer. What I did was I had a high ticket and I had a low ticket.
Yeah.
My high ticket was 1.4K GBP, so close to 2K, 1.8K USD. So let's talk in USD. High ticket was 1.8K USD, and low ticket was it was $250 a month, but I would give scholarships. So instead of $250 a month, you can get in for 89 or $79 a month, 70 or 80% scholarship. And my strategy was super simple. For the school games, I had a couple strategies. One strategy was really viral post to get the attention, emotions of people. Like give international students a chance. Most international students in the UK are rejected because of their visa. I get attention to that, and I have a PS statement at the end. PS: if you're
Hmm.
looking for one-on-one help to get a visa sponsored job, comment scholarship, and I'll send you details about my scholarship for my uh, coaching program. In the DMs, speak to them, ask them their struggles, give them some value, then send them a video explaining 6-minute video that and have by the way I don't have any professional equipment, nothing. Recorded that video with my laptop, send it to my operations person who didn't even know editing to edit it, just chop the bits out, and I'd send them that video. They watch that and then I book them in for a sales call and then close them for a high ticket. So in a
Hmm.
nutshell, I had the marketing, I had an offer, and I would get them on sales call to sell them the offer. To get urgency and scarcity for the offer, we'd say, okay, the program is £4,700, but if you join on this call, you get a 70% scholarship. And they'd say, but Farhoon, I can't make money. That's fine. You can always join next week, but you'll have to join at £4,700. If you're going to join now for £1,400, you have to join and make the investment now.
Hmm.
So that would create urgency. They'd say, okay, wow, I'm saving, sorry, I don't know, £3,000 or whatever,
Yeah.
£3,300 if I join now. I'm sorry, 20, yeah, 3,300 pounds if I join now. That's a big
Yeah.
bargain. In some instances, £3,700 if they pay up front, 1,100
Yeah.
cash. Um, that was it. So really good offer combined with a lot of scarcity and urgency. Scarcity is okay, cool. We only got a few scholarships left, which we'd say, okay, we have a few scholarships left for this week, and we actually would have limited scholarships a week. Um, and then urgency, okay, you got to join now. You can always join tomorrow, but you can't join at this price. When you join at this price, you got to join now. And that was basically it. Like scarcity urgency posts along with scarcity urgency in the DMs and urgency on the calls. And we crushed. We April we made I think yeah close to April wasn't a good month. We did I don't know 32K GBP, so 38K USD. We pretty much doubled. We went from 38K USD to 64K, slightly less than double in a month by strong offer. And for context, we launched that new offer in May because of the school games.
Hmm.
And new offer with the money back guarantee, with scarcity, with urgency was how we scaled 64K in a month. And then July we had a record month selling the same offer, 80K cash collected. It's like
Hmm.
79K cash collected. And August we're aiming for 100K. So it's a great offer as well. No brainer offer where basically we give them all the tools and resources they need to start landing interviews. And guess what? The biggest struggle international students have is not landing interviews.
Hmm.
We're solving the biggest problem.
Cool, man. I think it was perfect answer because it's so true. It works so well when you have an irresistible offer, and if you don't know how to create offer, I think you would agree they can just read the $100 million offers, or they can go to acquisition.com from Alex Hormozy. He has a course there. Like, learn the foundations, set up your
100%.
offer, make sure it's good, it has a guarantee. Then for LinkedIn, what you did is you made a post that will get as many views as possible with the qualified people, then a PS statement to generate comments, right? And then you respond to the comments, get people in DMs. In DMs, you send a video to tell them why they should book a call. Then someone books a call, and on the call, you or one of your team members, you talk to them, you make them a great offer, right? You add urgency there, so that, hey, you need to do it now. Boom, if it's a good offer, people sign up, and you take it from there. So, what would be the biggest mistakes you see, or just one biggest mistake you see that people make on LinkedIn that stops them from growing?
I love you asked me that question, man. So honestly, I can tell you about some mistakes I saw some people make recently. So I did a LinkedIn masterclass in Jack's community. So, Jack, another school games
Yep.
winner, is now generating 80K in MRR, doing really well,
Yeah.
really in business, haven't got any expenses. So I delivered a LinkedIn masterclass, and people there, they said, "Hey, Farhoon, can you roast my profile? Can you look at my posts?" The majority of them were trying to innovate. Their posts had really bad hooks. Like, one hook I saw was, it's like, "Here's how you save for your
Hmm.
401k or something." I was like, no, you should change that to either like a tested out hook, or a negative hook, like, "Here's how you never become a millionaire if you save for 1k." And he just changed his hook. He kept the whole post the same. His posts were beautifully written. Copywriting was solid. There's no paragraphs more than one line. It was short and snappy. The words were simple. A sequential story, but he was missing out on a strong hook. He changed the hook.
Hmm.
Everything else he kept the same, and he started getting like 10,000, 15,000 impressions. He was barely even getting 3,000 impressions. This is one
Hmm.
guy I've just reviewed his posts. So the number one mistake people make is they try to invent their hooks. And if you're watching, you don't know what the hook is. Hook for LinkedIn is the first liner, or for YouTube video is the first 3 seconds, or
Yep.
Instagram reel is first 3 seconds, or first 2 seconds, or
Yeah.
whatever. It's basically the first few seconds people spend on your content, and you got to optimize that. Spend 80% of your effort on that, because most people aren't even going to go past that. So if you get that right, you're going to get the most people through the door, which is clicking on see more, watching the video. So fix that, and 90% of the
Yep.
problems will be fixed. Most people have crappy hooks. That's the number one mistake I'd avoid.
Awesome. Cool, man. So, like, if we do a quick recap for people, focus on quality for the post, right? Spend a lot of time on trying to make it good. Don't just like reinvent the wheel, see what's working well, take inspiration from others, and start consistently posting. And once your audience grows, which it will if you stay consistent, start monetizing, right? Have the PS statements of people to comment, respond to comments, get in DMs, jump on calls, make an irresistible offer with a guarantee that you know you can help someone. And basically, that's how you do it. On top of it, add some urgency that can make people to take action. And if you do it consistently, you will make money. And avoid the mistake, which is it's same for YouTube videos, LinkedIn posts. The first few seconds are important. So for LinkedIn, it's the first line. So how do you hook people in? Why should they read that post? So pay attention to it, spend enough effort to it, and it will work. And last question on this: none of this will work if no one takes action. So I know that you are big on speed and just taking action. So what would you tell to people that learn this, and what should they do focus on to take more action and get results? How important is it?
If you were to make 10 crappy posts, take action, take write 10 crappy posts and post them, that's probably better than writing one perfect post and taking 3 months. Action is what's going to get you to perfection, not
Yeah.
procrastinating. Because perfection, when most people say I'm a perfectionist and I don't like publish stuff until it's perfect, you're actually procrastinating. So there's one thing I've learned: it's speed is everything, and you get speed by taking a lot of action and taking a lot of action fast. An example I can give you: the reason why this podcast is short, it should have been 1 hour, is because yesterday we had a call with George Nita, who's head of appointment setting at appointmentcenter.com. They do 500K a month or so on average. And they reviewed our DM script. They said, "Oh my God, your DM script is a disaster. You're qualifying for price in the DMs. You're doing everything wrong, yet you're still making 80K. We can fix this and double your revenue." We changed the whole DM script. Yesterday night, he gave us some pointers, like 10, 20 pointers. We implemented them, changed it last night. Today I had a call with my sales team, and we're already working on the new doing script now. And we already start booking in sales calls for today. So yesterday we had a call. We should have done it yesterday, but the call was already at like 5 p.m. UK time, so the day was kind of over, right? And today we're already booking in sales calls using our new DM script, a new mechanism. That what that shows is that I even embody that action, and speed. So take action, take it fast, and take it consistently, and you'll be successful. Because I was taking a lot of action for years, even though I was taking the wrong action, it still led me to 80K a month, 100K a month entrepreneur. Because I was taking action on loads of stuff, Instagram, YouTube. So you want to be successful, you have to take a lot of action fast. Cool?
Awesome, man. Yes, let's take action and let's get it. And where people should find out about you? Your LinkedIn, I will leave in the description. Anything else?
So my LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/Farhoon-Asim, or my Instagram, instagram.com Farhoon_Asim, just my name _ surname. You can find me there.
Awesome.
I'm also skilling on Instagram as well, so you can find me there. Thanks,
Cool.
Farhoon. Thanks so much for your time, man.
Thank you too. We will
Take care,
leave
my
all the
friend.
links in the description.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.